Just give me 1 second, guys. I need to check my... wait 1 second. I gotta check my voice because one of the things I don't have is my Y adapter for my cable, because this has a built-in mic and it's headphones, but my computer only has separate ports. So just give me a quick second. I need to verify my audio is actually functioning well. Holy hell! 400 subscribers. Okay, that's definitely changed. I went up by about like 200. What the fuck? 1 minute. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good with the audio. So let's get this going. What's up, YouTube? Tube. Okay, so this is a very quick update. I don't think this shit ain't gonna be quick at all. Language warning. Just saying, I'm speaking what I'm thinking. I'm not holding anything back. I'm gonna try to avoid bias. I'm gonna say what's been going on in my life. I'm gonna try to recap everything I can. Say what's up, guys. Everyone that's joining in. So past month's been something fucking crazy, dude. Okay. This whole thing that's been started, basically taking my entire life, which is, imagine a big fucking like jug of milk, okay, and dumping it upside down, okay. I'm literally the milk inside the jug. Everything is leaving that jug, and shit is going everywhere. That's how my life is right now. Okay, keep in mind where the milk is going, into carpet, making that shit even harder to deal with, if you know what I'm talking about. So it started on the February 14th, 2026. Oh, what was I doing? Hang on. I don't even know if I had work. Let me double check. I don't think so. The 13th of February. Yeah, I did. Or did I? Shit. Oh, fuck. Yes, I did have work on the 13th. It was a Friday. So it was a Friday, whatever. What started on that Friday? Woke up like any other day, got out of bed, left the house right around I'd say 6:30. Got to school. 8A or B day, the day sucked in general. Just fucking hate it. I get home, I go to work. Well, before I go to work, what was I going to say? I get home, there's this big truck in front of the house, okay? And I'm a kind guy. I ask what's going on because it is my house, no longer. We'll get to that shortly. But yeah, so we'll get back to that. Little notice for you guys. My parents have been separated. My mom divorced my dad back in 2018. Reasons unknown. She hates him. No idea. She takes it out on me, or did at least. Still is. I don't fucking know. I don't want to get involved in that shit anymore. But, oh yeah, by the way, pardon the mess in the room. I'm still trying to pick shit up. Everything's kind of everywhere. Oh yeah, new clock, by the way. I had to buy that because I can't wake up for shit. But yeah, no, I get home. I see this big-ass truck. I ask the guy, I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, well, I'm working on the garage and installing a new unit. And I was like, what happened? And he's like, yeah, we got a call saying the springs may have snapped. So they checked, the springs did snap, okay? And this is where it all began, basically. Oh, excuse me. The springs snapped. Okay. Fuck. Oh my God, why am I burping so much? But the spring snapped, and then he went to check the unit, and he said, yeah, no, the unit's also fried. So the entire unit was fucked. So my mom and my stepmother, which honestly, fuck them right now. Mainly my biological mom. Stepmom didn't do much. She installed a new garage unit. That's not the issue that we're having here. It's the fact that it was a garage unit with the MyQ app built in. For those who don't know, the MyQ app is software that's already installed on the garage, or it can be a little accessory that's linked to the garage, so you can open it and remotely open and close, monitor shit from your phone. I just wanted a little luxury piece. My mom was not home. I asked my stepmom, I was like, hey, I see you're getting a new garage unit. What happened? She basically told me the same thing. And I was like, I see it has MyQ built in. I was wondering if I can have access to it. And welcome to the stream. She immediately said, no, your name isn't on the deed. It's not on the mortgage. I don't want you. I said, whoa, okay, whatever, fine. And then just because of that small confrontation, I already knew shit stirring up. So I said, fuck that. I went to work. And after work, I immediately told to say, hey, I'm my parents. Didn't have an issue with that. Next day, I work Monday morning. Right after that, I go right back to my grandparents because my stuff's still there. Keep in mind, I'm driving an 08 Ford Explorer XLT, whatever. That doesn't matter. But that was the car. I paid $600 with the contract. The contract's not in here. I think my dad has it upstairs. Contract said I pay $2,600. I am a co-owner along with my biological mom and my stepmom. Okay. It doesn't say it's non-refundable. Whatever. I don't get a say in it, but yeah, I'm skipping ahead. I went back to my grandparents right after work on Saturday on the 14th, and I say hi to my cousin because my cousin came over. He lives all the way up in Minocqua, okay? I wanted to say hi to him because it's been a long-ass time since I saw his ass. So I say hi to him. We're hanging out, playing darts and shit in the basement, talking about life, how he's doing, how I'm doing, normal shit like that. We get along now. We've been busted buds for like, I don't fucking know, since I was 8, so maybe 6 years. I know. 8 years. Another 8 years. Holy shit. Math is not mathing. I don't know how that's my best grade in school right now. But then after that, I'm starting to drive away. I want to go hang out with my friends. No big problem, as you would think. Okay, I'm just trying to hang out with my friends. It's a Saturday, trying to have some fun. And that's when shit starts stirring. My mom messaged me where I am. I didn't see it until I pulled off into a parking lot so I could just sit for a second because I love this fucking car. It's nice. I like the audio system I had because one of the speakers blew up. And the only thing I did, actually, no, I'm not going to say it because if my mom's watching, then shit will get worse. Whatever. So yeah, I love the audio system. And yeah, I think. I just wanted to sit, listen to my music, shit like that. Then I saw her text message, okay? I respond, hey, yeah, no, blah, 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 blah. She sucks at messaging, so I just give her a call, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm just going to go hang out with my friends. I was like, what do you message about? Just to get the conversation started. And she's like, yeah, I just wanted to know where you were. I was like, yeah, no, I was just at Nanu Nana's, and I wanted to see Landon, my cousin. And she's like, okay, what are you going to do after that? And I was like, well, first, I'm going to go hang out with my friends, and then after, I'm going to come home maybe right around like 6, something like that. Come home later, and I'm going to clean my room. And then stuff like that, whatever. And I'm like, and I immediately say, why was AK getting so mad? Like, what's it called? Damn it. Petty. There we go. I said, why is Alyssa getting so petty? I didn't say Alyssa, I said AK, because we always called her by her nickname. But in this context now, I'm going to call her Alyssa, because right now I don't give a fuck. Based on what's going on, I don't care. So basically, I said, why is Alyssa getting so, oh, damn it. What was the word? Petty. There we go. My memory is shit. I said, why is she being so petty about the garage door? And she's like, we didn't want you having access to it, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, why? Can I just have a reason? And she's like, because I don't want you to. And I'm like, and she also said, she wasn't being petty. You're just being, you're just having a temper tantrum because you're not getting what you want. Hang on. Hold the phone, put it down. What do you mean I'm having a temper tantrum? I'm not 3. I'm generally confused. I just wanted a little luxury piece on my fucking phone. But I couldn't have that. Whatever. So then I say, okay, whatever, bye, whatever. She's being all mad. I said, okay, I'll see you later. I put the phone down. She says bye. I say I love you. Whatever. She's pissed. Little time after hanging out with my friends, I think I was at Bradley's house or some shit. I do not know. Hanging out with my friends. I start coming home and listening to my music. And then I turn it down right as I get on the road because I don't want to be blasting that shit. I don't want to piss my neighbors off because I actually care about them. And one thing I will admit, though, my mom didn't want me driving on the highway. She thinks it's unsafe. Highway driving is technically a little bit more safer than regular on roads. So I'll find an article and I'll put it in the chat later. I'll put it probably in the comments. But yeah, about that. She didn't want me driving on the highway or the freeway, I should say. Like a highway, like Highway 100, that's fine. Freeway, like Interstate 55, shit like that. She didn't want me going on the interstate. But I said, fuck it, because the only way you can get better is by doing it yourself. And she never found time or the opportunity to take me on the interstate. You see what I'm getting at? Because she never found time to make me better, making it so I have to teach myself. Which I had a friend in the car. I don't care. He always said I drove really good on the interstate, even if I drove like a dick. Whatever. Besides that, 2 things I didn't listen to. Amount of people I could have in my car and interstate driving. No one listens to the amount of people they have in their car, so I don't know. I'm being targeted. In interstate driving, if you don't want me driving on the interstate until you teach me, then fucking teach me. Not that hard. But I drove on the interstate, and I had multiple people in my car. I'm supposed to have one person. I'm not going to say when, but I think I maybe had like 6 people in my car. They all fit into the back seat. Whatever. I don't care. But that's including me. After that, I'm coming down the road after I turn down my music. I see her leaving. I'm like, is that Mom? I don't know. Then she flashes her high beams at me. So I stop. We come to a stop. We roll our windows down. She's like, okay, out to dinner. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to go clean my room. Just letting you know, I don't feel comfortable for the night to stay here. So I'm going to go stay at Dad's for the night. And, okay, well, if that's the case, you can bring your car up to the house, grab your stuff, and call your dad to pick you up. I said, okay. I didn't have an issue with that. And I immediately sped up to the house, maybe at like fucking 25 immediately from the top, just zooming right past the car, pulling up to the house insanely fast. I didn't care. I was pressed because this was stupid. She's being petty as fuck, as she always is. But yeah, I pull up. I'm not having an issue. I'm trying to stay calm. I am calm during this whole fucking thing. And she's like, grab your stuff and give me the keys. I said, okay. And she's like, I will find whatever you're hiding in the car that you don't want me finding. I immediately said, there's nothing to find in the car. One thing I will say is there was a vape in the car. I don't vape anymore, but there was a vape in the car. But yeah. Right after that, I quit, basically. But that's besides the point right now. She didn't even know I vaped until she fucking cleaned out the car and tried to sell it. Whatever. That's another part of the story that we'll get down farther in the line. But yeah, I grab my shit. I go into the house. I say I have to grab some of my stuff. I don't bother cleaning your room. Okay, fuck it. Fine. You're saving me from a work I don't have to do. Fuck you, but okay, thank you. But yeah, no. After that, I grab my stuff, and she's already pissed. And as I'm grabbing my stuff, I'm staying quiet. I'm staying calm. And she's like, you're no longer welcome in this house ever again. And I was like, okay, whatever. You can change the garage pads, and I don't care. I don't want to be back here. And you know what she said? She immediately said, I will. I said, okay, whatever. I don't care. And I was like, since you're already doing this and you're so pissed at me, I should maybe go hang myself. I'm not a suicidal guy anymore. I'm not anymore. No, I was never suicidal. I literally said that to piss her off. I fight like just like her, but I'm not petty. I can give shit up. She holds on to the fucking shit. Like I said, she's holding on to my gaming computer hostage. I don't fucking know why. She's just being a bitch. But, fuck. But yeah, no, I threatened suicide to piss her off. And obviously I shouldn't have done that. Thinking about it now, as that's not good for anyone's mental health. But that was a fucking call for her to try to right hook me. As she does, I back up and I dodge that shit. And that's when she pushes me and tumbles over the gate on top of me. And then she's on top of me as she keeps trying to swing at me. And I'm 16. I'm not going to fucking tolerate that. But whatever. I don't lay a single hair because I know that's not legal, even if I'm defending myself. We're the only 2 people in the house. Whatever. She's on top of me, trying to swing at me, calling me a motherfucker. And that's when I wrap my legs around her to keep her immobile as she's on top of me. And all I do is pinch her back because that little bit of pain, because I know once there's pain in your head, you can't move your muscles to inflict harm or do shit. You try to move that pain away. Stop it. That's why if you are walking and let's say your leg hurts like hell, you stop walking or you walk even slower. That's exactly how pain works in the brain, if you didn't know. Or I think, I don't know. That's how it fucking happens to me. So I used that logic and I pinched her on her back. That's all I did. Okay? And she stopped. And then at that point, I wrapped my arms around her, locking her to my chest so she can't swing at me. Okay? And I had marks on my neck. Maybe I can find them on my phone. Okay. Come on, camera. I can hear you hollering all the way in the living room. Sister is trying to sleep. My bad. I will quiet down. I'll move closer. Okay. But yeah, no. So I wrap my arms around her, whatever. Let me check audio because I gotta talk quieter now. Why do you do this to me? Okay, yeah, we're good now. I can talk quiet and we'll be fine. Okay, so I wrap my arms around her to keep her immobile. Once I feel as she has cooled down for a second, I let go. Because there's no need to hold on and keep her close to my chest. So that's what I do. I let go. And that's when she immediately puts her hands on my neck. I think it was like this. I can't fully remember. I'm trying to remember that night as fully as possible. She puts her hands on my neck like this, pushing me against the ground. She says to everyone else she was doing that to restrain me. She was fucking pissed. That was no way that was to restrain me. And after she was doing that, I said, "Get the fuck off me." And as she said, "Say that again," I said, "Get off of me." And she goes like this, directly in the middle of my throat. I can't fucking breathe. So I say, "Get off me." She doesn't move. So that's when I kick with my legs and push her off of me. And I say, "Get the fuck off me." And that's when I all my shit out of my pockets, my AirPods, and I think it was my wallet or my AirPods and my knife. I don't remember. My AirPods and my wallet, let's just say that, they scatter out of my pocket. Oh yeah, keep in mind when I got my stuff from the car, I literally just handed her my car keys, no problem. I just gave them to her. I didn't care. I was trying not to get to this point, but it did get us to the point. Okay, and I try to gather my shit, and she picks up my AirPods and gives them to me, and she said, "Get the fuck out of the house and call your dad to pick you up." I said, "Okay." I didn't want to be here anyways, so I'm on the porch. She's on the porch. I'm standing on the porch, and she's standing in front of the porch, I believe. She's like, "Call your dad to pick you up." I said, "Okay." I call my best buddy Nate because I know damn well he'll have my back. And I call him. I told him, bring everyone up, which includes him, Tate, Aaron, everyone that's currently available. He brought him and Tate. But she immediately says, "Well, if you're doing that, I'm calling the police." And she immediately calls the police on me for assault and battery. What? You're the one that starts swinging at me and pins me to the floor and starts trying to choke me out, and you call the cops on me? Does that make sense to any of you? Because sure as hell don't fucking make sense to me. And then she calls the cops on me. And then I call my dad saying, "Hey, this shit's fucking happening. I need you here now." And then I also call my cousin just while on the phone. And as she's on the phone with the cops, and she's like, "Yeah, no, he's being right here." And I said, "Shut the fuck up." She used that word language with me. I said, "I don't give a fuck. First Amendment rights." Because I know my rights. I know my fucking rights. I'm not a retard. But in that case, she calls the cops on me in like 6 to 7. Do not fucking quote that. 6 or 7 squad cars pull up to the house. My dad pulls up, and then my buddies pull up. I want my buddies there, but both my parents said, "No, we don't want you here." So the cops told them they had to leave, so they left. But we were questioned. I told them exactly, word for word, if not better, what I just told you tonight. And my mom makes up some fabricated shit. I just read the police report like fucking 10 minutes ago. Not even, but like 5 minutes before the stream started, so 25 minutes ago. And it straight up said, my mom, Knighton, said, "I pushed her after a verbal argument over the garage door, and she felt scared to where she defended herself." What? I didn't lay hands on her. I didn't push her. All I did was pinch her and kick her off of me after she was choking me out. And we're ignoring the fact how I told the cops she was swinging at me? Wow. Thank you, FPD. Thank you. But yeah, I read the police report. It said she was scared. Whatever. Fuck that shit. But yeah, after the cops, whatever, I told them shit. My mom told them her fabricated story of bullshit and her way to win in this whole fucking piece of shit argument. And what did I miss? But yeah, no. And then the cops immediately say, hey, we can charge you guys, but we're not. And they said that would be the best of it, considering it was a he said, she said type situation. I said, okay, thank you. I asked my dad, like, maybe, hey, what would we have gotten charged with? And he said, well, if I can remember what the officer said, you would have gotten charged with battery. The fuck would I be getting charged battery for? I didn't do shit. And then she'd be getting charged with assault on a minor. Like, hello. Let me see the definition. Hang on, death of assault. All right. Okay. So this, no, not that. A physical attack, assault. Whereas the definition of battery, here, let's just do that. Assault is the threat or attempt of violence that creates reasonable fear or intentional harm. She literally jumped on top of me. She tried to punch me and I dodged every one. So the striking was assault, while getting on top of me and pushing me and strangling me, battery. That is fucking battery. Battery is the actual intentional or unlawful contact or harmful touching of each other. And I would have gotten charged with battery? Me charged with battery. I didn't fuck it. Whatever. Let's get past that. After that, I'm with my dad now. It is currently March 10th. It has been almost a month since that happened. But yeah, the following Monday, I go to school as normal. Whatever. I don't have the car anymore. She's trying to sell it. I don't care anymore. I just want that money back. But yeah, after that, I don't have any of my shit. So I make up a list. No, not even. Monday, I come home from school early because I'm not feeling well. And I had the nurse check my temperature. 104 no. 100 degrees, 100.4 degrees. There we go. 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit. And they said, well, you got to go home, buddy. I was like, shit. Okay, I went home. It was a sore throat. My gums numb up when I have a fever, which I could tell. And then, yeah, started spiraling downhill. That's for mental, well, my physical, like, feeling, not well-being, but my physical, like, health. That's when it went down. Because I'm on anxiety meds, but whatever. I forgot to take them the last 2 days. Yeah, I come home from school, whatever. I lay down, I'm doing my own thing. And then Tuesday, I wake up and I feel like shit. I check the temperature, not temperature, and it had 104 degree fever. What the fuck? And that fever never broke. It was until Thursday where I went and saw a doctor and they said, oh yeah, you got strep throat. No fucking shit, they got strep throat. I felt like I was seeing shit when I had 104 degree fever. But yeah, you know what my mom had to say about that? Yeah, he's probably sick from nicotine withdrawals, huffing helium, and drinking a lot of Monsters. I already know the research. Nicotine withdrawals feels nothing like that. That doesn't even occur. What else? So not nicotine withdrawals, huffing helium. What the fuck? We literally just had an entire helium tank that was already gone. It was just a box. We had a box of a helium tank in the back of my car that she found because we filled a bunch of balloons and then opened up the fucking windows because my friends were dumbasses and let it all out onto the road. We were not huffing helium. But yeah, and then the Monsters. What the fuck is Monster gonna do besides make your heart rate go crazy? And if you drink like fucking 12 a day, your heart's gonna go boom. But besides that, she's fucking crazy. She's hanging on to threads right now. And now I got most of my shit back. Like I got my PS5, I got a PS3 and Xbox 360. The guitar was always here, but I got the wall mount back. Yeah. Oh yeah. You like the table? I made this table. She gave that back, shockingly. One thing she didn't ask back is this necklace because she gave it to me. Whatever. Fuck it. Well, the only reason I'm holding on to it is because it has my cross on it. That's the only reason. But yeah. So yeah, she assaulted me, called the cops on me, was my shit. She gave me some of my shit back. She immediately said, "Oh, yeah, I'm not giving his gaming computer back." By the way, this is my old gaming computer. This one. She gave this to me as a birthday present. I don't give a fuck because once you give someone as a present, it legally becomes their item. Oh yeah, she deactivated my phone. Now I'm on a 12 mini. Yeah, real fun. But yeah, her claim for holding my computer hostage. He bought it off my Amazon and Best Buy accounts, and he paid me for it. There we go. He paid me for it, but it's under my accounts, and I'm not giving it back. Hold up. Go to fucking bed. Take a rest on it. What are you talking about? Because one, that is the stupidest fucking shit I've ever heard. And two, what the fuck? If I bought it under your account, I paid you, making it mine. And there's receipts saying that it was under your card, but I paid you. So check your fucking bank account. But that's not the real tongue twister. Number 3, I didn't buy fucking shit off her account. It was all my grandma. Half of it, I even went into Best Buy and I put it under my grandma's phone number because she's a total member. I'm going to take advantage of that because if something fucking breaks, I have that warranty. So yeah, every single part was ordered off of Amazon or Best Buy by my grandmother, and I paid her for it. So I just got to get that computer back. But yeah, after having a week of strep, I missed like 7 fucking tests. I'm making up a Spanish test tomorrow after school. My GPA has severely plummeted because of it. I am actively trying to make it up because I had strep, but it's not working. Spanish has an F because they finally just put in the test for the one I'm taking tomorrow. So yeah. And I have a C+ of intro to welding and metals or whatever the fuck it is. Welding and manufacturing. Only because she literally said, "No, do you want to move up to the front of the class because we're going to be talking a lot and I know you have like a sleeping issue." I do have a sleeping issue. She talks so fucking much to where it puts me to sleep. And I passed out like twice and I woke up pretty much immediately. But she marked it and made my grade lower because, yeah, thanks, Miss Bishog, whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to recover from that so far. And that's what I'm working on currently. I'm working on my job. I'm working on that. So yeah. Just need that $2,600 back so that I can start looking for another car. Because I'm currently carless right now. But whatever. But yeah, right as she canceled my phone, I said, fuck her. Because you know what I did? Yo! What's up, man? But yeah. What is that? DSRT? I'm slow as shit. I can't read. Desert guy. There we go. Holy hell. English here. That's why I have like a fucking C in literacy. But I'm trying to focus on my job. I'm trying to get my grades up. Shit's fucking difficult considering I don't have a car anymore. But that's my life so far. Mom basically took the entire, like I'm going to say in the beginning, my mom took an entire gallon of milk. I'm the milk inside the gallon, dumped it on the floor, and the floor is carpet. So that's how my life is looking at right now. A big fucking mess that both me, my dad have to clean up. So yeah, my mom's a fucking nutcase, honestly, dude. Yeah. I don't fucking know. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Maybe I can show you guys the email she fucking sent me. Also, my friends are not a bad influence. They actually care about me. So my entire screen. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right, guys. So this is the email. I will read it out. Okay. I am sending this as an email. Okay. I am sending this as an email to communicate with you. I have also CC'd your father. Transparency. One of the first gun fucking things she has done. Actually adding other so you can see what she said. As a result of the incident occurred 14th from where you both engaged in behavior that was hurtful to one another. I verbally said some shit. She's the one that fucking jumped me. Fuck her. I'm truly sorry for a part in that took place. I should have never let my anger take control of my reactions to what you did and said to me that night. To what you did and said to me that night. I just threatened suicide. You fucking jumped on me and kept punching me. I am proud of my... I am not proud of my behavior, and all I can do now is continue to work on myself so I'm better equipped to handle challenges like this in the future. That said, I do not feel safe with you sleeping in my home or having access to my home for the foreseeable future. Yeah, fuck you. I don't want to be back there anyways. Prior to all this, you had my trust based on how your recent behavior, accidents, blah, 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 to the Mike, you have failing grades, losing bowling. I didn't even have failing grades so much you fucking did this. And lying repeatedly, accident with car. It was fucking snow out. I just got the car, so I barely did. I maybe took a corner at like 15. I slid on some fucking new snow and I lost control. And I slowed down just enough to where I went up the curb, but I hit a small sign. So there was a tiny dent in my bumper. Whatever. Vapes in the car. That are supposedly Aaron's, because Aaron's vape was in the car. I didn't smoke Norths. I can say this because I'm not lying about it. I stopped vaping, but I didn't use Norths. I used Loons and Geek Bars. Fuck you. Driving on the freeway, like I said, practice makes perfect. If you aren't going to take me, I'm going to learn myself. Driving with more people than are allowed by the law. Everyone does it. Just because everyone does it doesn't mean I should do it, but I don't care. Vaping. You didn't even know until you took my fucking car. Hanging out with people who are not a good influence, intentionally removing the battery from the AirTag. I took the battery out of the AirTag February 14th. Literally 30 minutes after the phone call on that day before the whole argument. And whatever else you might be doing or hiding, I have no longer any trust in you. You never made me feel safe, so I kind of lost trust in you too, but whatever. As a mother, I'm concerned and want you to focus on getting better and being better. I would be negligent over the fact that you're going off course. No, I'm not. Leave me alone. It is clear you're in a downward spiral, and I'm helping you stay on track, but it's coming in the form of tough love. This ain't tough love. This is just being a fucking prick. It is clear. I already read that. I love you and I always want nothing else best for you. I'm sorry you still hanging on from the pain from the divorce. There is no pain. It's just, why do you hate my dad so much? And you hate him so much for no fucking reason. It's because you don't get dick anymore? I don't know. Sorry, that was bias. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But then she also told me she takes it out on me. So yeah, I am not expecting you to understand this now, but I am hopeful you will when you are old enough to understand. I am 16. Fuck you. I want you to know my decision to the divorce. Just want you to know that my decision to the divorce your father was a decision I had to make for myself and my own well-being. He didn't do anything. He always listened to you. My marriage was not a healthy relationship, and I had stayed. I would not be the mother and person I am today. So you're saying that if you stayed in the relationship, you'd be a fully kind, fully caring, not assaultive mother? You telling me that's a bad thing? I am proud of the progress I have made on myself over the last 8 years. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. No shit, it doesn't mean you're perfect. You fucking jumped me. In fact, I am imperfect. No, everyone is, but you're just proving my point. I make my own choices but I own the choices I make and continue to work on being a better version of myself each and every day. Oh yeah, one thing. She actually, this is the first contact I had with her 9 days after the assault. Keep in mind, she sent that after talking with her attorney. If that tells you something, I don't know what it will. That said, as your mother, it is my responsibility to raise concern. I see your head down on a path of nowhere. Lies, deceit, anger, and aggression and harm you're doing to mind, body, and spirit, leaving me with such disappointment and sadness. You assaulted me. I am extremely worried for your emotional, physical, and well-being. I am scared for your safety by your own doing, unless you talk and be open about how you're feeling to someone that has your best interest at heart. We will not know the reasons why you say things like you're going to apply to hurt yourself, like jumping off a bridge. Never said that. I said or hanging yourself, but it's truly heartbreaking. I want you to get the help you need. Oh yeah, by the way, the help. I was signed up for therapy with my medication. My mom was canceled that therapy virtual appointment. She canceled it and she never rescheduled it. So me not seeing a therapist, that's right on fucking her. Because I don't have access to that. It's all her. But yeah, let's get back to that. No shit. It takes a lot of courage and strength to admit you're not okay and asking for help. I know when to ask for help. This is not where I'm asking for help. I know that the person you are right now is the person you truly are and want to be. At your core, you want to be the stranger who would help a stranger on the street, high five an opponent when they get a strike, hold your sister's hand when she's scared to get a shot, and know when someone is sad and needs a hug. I still do that. And when I did that at work, the new employee got pissed. Whatever. Until you make that decision to put it to work and get better, start talking to a therapist again, get your grades up, focus on your health, behaviors, well-being, ownership of your actions. I do own my actions. I just said I pinched her and I pushed her with my legs because I couldn't breathe. You are not welcome in my home. Didn't want to be there anyway. Thank you for verifying that. Only time and improved actions can repair the trust in you I no longer have in you. She's basically just burning a bridge to the point where the bridge isn't even there anymore. It's just supports that are so charred, you'd have to build a new bridge. There's no repairing it. As a result of your behavior and actions, I have done or am in the process of doing the following. Deactivating your cell phone plan from our family plan. Don't care. I already paid for my own. Change the garage door pins. Womp womp, don't care. Removed your access from streaming and music apps. I bought my Spotify the very next day. I don't care. Revoked my sponsorship from probationary license. Right as my dad, we went to the DMV and changed the sponsor and got the license updated. She's not my sponsor anymore. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, Mom. You're not my sponsor anymore. And you sent it in through the mail. If you really wanted to do it, you should have done it in person, because then you would have been able to get it done immediately and try to ruin that up for me. Thank you, though, for trying. And no, you didn't do it in time, because we changed the sponsor and it went just fine. Remove you from our car insurance. Don't care. Selling the Ford Explorer. Womp womp. Never wanted any part of this. Am I able to move my camera? Here, I'll just copy and paste the big chunk. Here, hang on, because my camera's covering it, so you guys can't see it. I never wanted any of this to happen. I have given you so many chances. However, a part of me feels like this has happened for a reason, so that I could you were on sooner than later to try to get you the help that you need. Noah, I love you. I always love you. I want the best for you. Hang on, let's go back. Love, Mom. Okay, so you can argue that she still loves me. Whatever. Motherly love, stand that. But it literally went from a 0-10 to 0. She immediately said, I apologize for actions. Oh, yeah, what actions? Also, quote unquote, what actions did I do to you to make you feel threatened to be or scared? Because I didn't do shit. The only thing that provoked this whole thing was the thing of suicide. She's crazy. She's crazy. She's crazy. So that's what's been happening in life lately, guys. So, 11:15. Yeah, I'll go to bed in like 15 minutes. All right. Just wanted to say what's been going on in my life. I wanted to say this sooner than later. I should have done this maybe 2 fucking weeks ago, but whatever. Love you guys. If you guys can understand what situation I'm going through. I can understand there may be some certain points we're confused about, but that's perfectly fine. If you guys want to give me your empathy, go ahead. I'm not as, yeah, I know it is sad. I don't know why this shit's going on to me. But yeah, honestly, I need help. I'm not begging for it, just saying being kind. From my experience, being kind goes a long way. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like what happened at work. I don't think things are going to go well, Desert Guy. I'm sorry. But based on how things are looking, she's holding onto straws. Like holding onto my gaming computer. Oh yeah, keep in mind, my dad literally came downstairs and I honestly don't know how you guys could help, but just understanding what I'm going through, that means a lot to me, honestly. My dad came downstairs and showed me a picture of that she took on my gaming computer. And it was a picture of Snapchat about my friend about to hit his vape and he saw a paper towel roll in the toilet at school. She's going through my computer. I logged her out of Microsoft, logged her out of Google, trying to change my Steam password, and she's still on my computer. I changed Snap too. So I don't know what she's going to try to dig up. I don't think there is anything on there, but she's literally grasping at straws right now. She is being so pissy and just, this shit's ridiculous. I don't know. But yeah. Just wanted to say what's been going on in my life, keep you guys informed. Honestly, I'm still shocked that I have fucking almost 500 subscribers. Because the last time I checked, I didn't have damn near that. Here, hang on. Get a new tab going so I can open that shit real quick. All right. No, it's okay. I don't need money. I'm all right. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I don't need any money. My job pays me pretty well. It's all right. What was I going to do? I got studio. I appreciate it, though, man. Who is this person, dude? Who the fuck is this? No, I don't even need to know. I'm just going to my YouTube channel. 476 subscribers. Last time I checked, it was at like 216. So just that whole jump is insane to me. But yeah. I appreciate you guys being able to listen to me, whoever's been here, especially Desert Guy who's been here. From what I can see, the whole entire stream. I really appreciate that. And I'm just going to let you guys go because I'm actually going to go to bed because tomorrow is a B-day. So I think I might have a Spanish presentation I have to work on. It's a formative, so it's only 10% of my grade, but any A helps. So yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry that you guys had to hear about what I'm going through, but just wanted to share with everyone what's been going on. But I love all of you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. You guys have a good day.